Okay, here we are. On the second floor landing of our block of flats, or apartment block. What do we have? We have a closet over here. The door's locked. I think this box contains fire equipment. Okay. We have an elevator. We have another apartment on the left. That wouldn't be very polite. That's exactly correct. I don't want to upset our new neighbours. Maybe I should say hello to them. Just a moment, dear. I'll be right with you. Ah, yes? Hello, ma'am. My name's Victor Neff. My wife and I just moved in across the hall from you. I just thought I'd stop by and introduce myself. Why, hello there, young fella. I'm Edie Jones. I'm the resident senior in this house. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. Not at all. I'm just having a few friends over for bridge, but they're about as fast as glaciers. They won't even notice that I'm gone for a few minutes. Did you say your name's Victor Neff? Like the actor? Like the actor. But he lived a bit before my time, though. But you two must be related, surely. No relation, I'm afraid. I've never seen any of his movies either, to be honest. Ah, you're missing out then. He had a knack for playing brutes. He used to be a boxer, see, before he took up acting. Then I assure you our similarities end with our names. You seem like such a polite young man, unlike the caretaker here. Mr. Morton? Yeah, that's the one. How could I? You don't like him? How could I? He tried to get me evicted as soon as his father died. Fortunately, I've got connections with the housing board in this town. What do you know about him? About as much as I care to. I've lived here long enough to see him grow up. I knew his father quite well. He was the caretaker prior to little Felix, a wonderful man. Unfortunately, the apple fell far from the tree in this case. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm afraid I'm being rude to my guests. A game of bridge between three is, after all, not a game of bridge at all. See you later then, Mrs. Jones. Just call me Edie. Everybody does. Bye then, Edie. Goodbye, dear. Okay, so we have a neighbour named Edie Jones. And the stairwell seems to have been sealed off. Interesting. Just judging by the warning tape, I'd say it's probably hazardous. Right, so we have only an elevator. Ah, I thought that might happen. I'm sorry to disturb you again. What happened to the elevator? The door jams every once in a while. You'd be well advised to keep some sort of grease product handy to use on the hinges, you see. I'd lend you some butter, but I'm all out, I'm afraid. That's okay. I'll probably be able to find something. I'll leave you in peace now. Goodbye. Right, what did I've not picked up anything, have I, The elevator has already arrived, but I cannot get in. So I need some kind of grease. Let's have a look. What do I have in my apartment? Nothing. Never mind. I don't seem to be interested in telling her about the elevator. There's nothing in the fridge. What about some soap? Can I use soap? Ah, baby oil. That's perfect. Skin lotion, conditioner, shampoo. Let's pick all of them up, shall we? Ah, it's Alicia's. Okay, so I think that might do the job. Okay, let's use the baby oil on the elevator. Perfect. Let's have a look around. Just go up to number 3 and just have a little look, just out of interest. Okay, so there's more things going on up here. Very similar to what it was before. Let's go back down again. I'll meet the rest of the neighbours later. I'm sure I'll need to visit them at some point. Let's go and chat to Mr. Morton. There he is. Hello again, Mr. Neff. Do you require anything else? What can you tell me about the other inhabitants? They keep to themselves mostly. It's a pretty quiet house, and that's the way I like it. Apart from you and me, there are 3 other inhabitants in the estate. On the top floor is Mr. Willard. He doesn't get out much due to his disability. Next to him lives Miss Theed. She works as a night nurse at the Abbey Hospital. She's asleep during the day, so I rarely see her. Next to you, we have Miss Jones, a widow since a few years back. I'm afraid her age is starting to get the better of her, but on a good day she's still quite lucid. Let's mention the dream. As strange as this may seem, my wife had a dream about you. Oh? What did she dream? I'll spare the details, but it's something about a cruise boat and deck chairs. Please don't skimp on the details on my account. I'm sure you don't want to hear it. Pregnancy dreams are often a bit messed up. I'm afraid I wouldn't know that. I've never married, let alone fathered a child. Was that all? Nothing else right now. I'm here if you need me. Right, before I leave, is that a key there in front of him? Yeah, Mr. Morton's office key. There was also a key in the elevator, wasn't there? Okay, Mr. Morton. I'll leave you for now. There was a key for the basement in the elevator. I do have a spare door key, but... Ah, here we are. Let's examine the mailboxes. Anything for us? Miss Jones, Willard Theed. So there's a Brittle there. Morton Estates. F. Morton, that's the caretaker. Willard's on the top floor with Miss Theed, Jones, and so the person before us was a T. Brittle. Yeah. Let's see what happens with the key. Can I open it? Unlock the letterbox. Nothing. Okay. Let's see what the the movers need. Are you Victor Neff? Yep, that's me. We've got your sofa here, sir. Ready and delivered. So if you just sign the receipt right here, I'll leave it in your hands. You can't leave the sofa here. It's got to be delivered to the apartment. It says nothing about an apartment delivery in the contract, sir. We deliver door to door, like it says right here. And technically speaking, the sofa has been delivered to a door. I don't buy that for a second. I think you managed to get our sofa stuck in the doorway. And since you can't get it free, you're just going to leave it there. You call it stuck, I say it's delivered. Sir. Come on, help me out here. I've got a pregnant wife upstairs and I can't get this free by myself. Well, I guess I could give you this complimentary crowbar. I'm sure a big guy like you will be able to pry that sofa free in no time. Provided that you sign the receipt, of course. I refuse to sign anything until the sofa's in our apartment. Then we'll be standing here a very long time. And I wish to remind you, we're charging you by the hour. Fine. I'll sign the damn thing. Well, that's frustrating. You haven't heard the last of this. Signed and delivered. Personally, I consider this a job well done. I'm sure you do. You're just going to stand there? Seeing as I can't get out, I thought I might as well take a little break. You're probably the laziest mover I've ever encountered. Enjoy your sofa, sir. Yeah. What a pain in the neck. The sofa's blocking the entrance. It seems to be permanently stuck. Let's try the crowbar. Yeah. I have a feeling that the sofa is blocking the doorway to keep me from leaving. So I'm just going to leave it there. Sealed off. Yeah. Okay, so what about if I chat to Mr. Morton and see if he wouldn't mind helping me move the sofa? My sofa is stuck in the entrance. Could you help me get it free? Oh. I'm afraid my sciatica problems prohibit me from straining physical labour. Can't the moving firm help you out? That's the problem in the first place. They just dumped it there. I see. I wish I could help you more. Okay. So, Mr. Morton is not helping me either. Let's go and chat to... well, first of all, let's see if my key works in there. Not the right key, no. So all I've got left is the top floor. Let's go and just examine the closet first. Door's locked. Fire stuff. Right, let's go and chat to Miss Theed, was it? Or Mr. Theed? No one's in. No one's in. And nobody's in there either. Okay. So the neighbours aren't there. We've got a sofa blocking the front door. And Mr. Morton refuses to help us. Let's talk to Alicia. She is pregnant, but perhaps he's got some... And she's gone. Where's she gone? There she is. Did you want anything, my love? Those darn movers managed to get the sofa stuck in the doorway. How? You mean permanently? It looks pretty bad. We might have to chop it up, I'm afraid. But they'll reimburse us for sure, right? Seeing as it's their fault. I wouldn't get my hopes up. They run a pretty shoddy operation. So that's that. Okay, let's have a little look around and see what I can do. I've got a crowbar, so perhaps I can use it on the closet door. I don't want to get in there badly enough. No, fair enough. What about opening the stairwell door? Seems to be sealed off, true. But I don't want to get in there badly enough, okay. What do I have here? I've got an envelope, a letter, a crumpled bit of paper. Let's examine it. Seems to be the remains of a letter. Somebody tried to destroy it, but the fire didn't consume it entirely. If I unfold it carefully, I might be able to read it. Yeah, okay. That should do it. Let's have a look. I'd better be careful when I rotate the pieces. They look very delicate. Okay. So I think this might be the top piece. Travis. Okay, I can't seem to rotate very easily. So they're the two top pieces, I think. This piece is sort of in the middle. This piece is probably there. I think this piece goes in here. So let's try and read it. To whom it may concern, I'm hiding something in the hope this in the hope that so and so such that won't find it. There's something going on in the... something paranoid. I'm not... Okay, so... There's something going on in the... blah blah blah, I can't read. I'm not paranoid. Look under the floorboard below the light switch in the bedroom and you will see what I mean. Whatever that thing... something is mine, and I'm not staying around something until it does. Perhaps you'll be able to figure it out. Travis, the previous tenant. Okay, so under the floorboard below the light switch in the bedroom. Okay, let's go and examine that. So our previous tenant hid something. Or there's something underneath the floorboard. And he left because of it. What on earth have we got ourselves into? Let's have a look. So, beneath the light switch, examine floorboard. The board is nailed to the floor. Luckily, I can't get it out with my bare hands. Luckily, the mover... There we go. The crowbar snapped in half. It's not even metal. Good thing I managed to get the board up before it broke. They are a terrible delivery service, aren't they? Examine all. What on earth is that? It looks like it's a fuse, a machine. Is it some kind of recording device, or... This device seems to be where the current ends up. I have no idea what it does. Looks like some kind of fuse. The device measures the current running through it. Okay, so I can turn these switches. Examine resistor. The circuit board has a lot of resistors on it. But I can't recall what a resistor does exactly. Does it increase or decrease the current running through it? I think they decrease. Let's Okay, I'm just at the moment putting all of these ones so that they flow nicely. I don't know if that's going to make any difference. I really don't know what I'm doing, but I feel like I need to power it up. Okay, so that... So do I want to bypass the resistors? I can't remember. I am basically just turning these at complete random. Okay, let's think. Am I trying to make two separate paths to the box? One, because there's two wires coming in, there's two going out. Perhaps I might want to make two separate paths. So, for example, if I do that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Yeah, so that puts that almost all the way to the top. But it doesn't fully increase it all the way. And that doesn't make any difference. So that's going through one resistor. Do I want to go through 3 resistors? Okay, so that's completely closing off this right hand side. So if I... No, it's not. See, that's now, that pathway is only going that way. I really don't know what I'm doing. That's only going to there. I think that resistors resist the current. So it feels like I need to bypass them. Yeah, it does feel like I want to bypass them. Is that possible? I can go round there, around. Okay, so let's try and bypass these resistors by going. Okay, that one will go. So we want that one. Oh, hello. So that is now going. What's going on there? It's going straight up, down. Yes, that's bypassing the resistors. On one side, on the right hand side. On the left, it's going up, down, across. Around. On the right hand side it's going up. We don't want it to. Okay, that's fine. So it's going across, up there, across like that. What if I change the direction here? And then. Okay, so that's changing the other side now. Is that this one? And the right hand side is going up, across. There we go. Yes. Seems to have overloaded the fuse. It was probably designed to blow before anything else could happen. Maybe I can bypass it somehow. I can use the key, perhaps? I'd better remove the burnt fuse first. Okay, I have. The fuse is useless now. I'll throw it away. Whoa! That seems to have been too much power for the machine to handle. It's completely burned out. I wonder what it operated. Whoa! Whoa! What was that? I thought I heard some kind of noise. I don't know really. I followed some instructions on this note I found, written by the previous tenant, and that led me to a circuit board underneath the floor. After I tampered with the circuit, the painting flew up. What's that behind the painting then? I'm not sure. But it's a camera, isn't it? And I've also just noticed, even though I was kind of preoccupied with the circuit board, that the music's become quite sinister. Loud. Wow. It looks like a surveillance camera. A camera? You mean somebody was peeping on us while we slept? It certainly seems that way. But who would do such a thing? I don't know. It could be one of the neighbours. I'd say Mr. Morton is my prime suspect. The previous tenant perhaps. Maybe he taped his sexual conquests. Let's say that. Isn't this setup a bit elaborate for that? And why would he write a note leading us to the camera? It doesn't make sense. It could be one of the neighbours. I mean, We all think it's Mr. Morton, don't we? But I just like to explore the other options. They would have to break in, cut a hole in the wall, mount the camera, draw a cable through some walls. All of this without anyone noticing. You're right, that sounds like a bit of a stretch. Yes, clearly we all think it's Mr. Morton. He had access to the apartment. I told you I got a creepy vibe from the guy. And if it was Mr. Morton, that means he found the note left by the previous tenant and tried to destroy it. That makes sense. If it is Mr. Morton, if this is some perverted fantasy he's trying to fulfill, I feel so violated, Victor. I think we should contact the police immediately. What do you think? I think I'll go down and talk to him. I want to go down and beat the shit out of him. I just want to make sure he doesn't get away before the police arrive. I'm going to go down and make sure he doesn't destroy any evidence linking him to the camera. I would like to do all of those. Let's say I want to make sure he doesn't get away before the police arrive. By now he's probably noticed that we've discovered what he's up to. I'll just go down and keep an eye on him until the police get here. That sounds like a good idea. We have to make sure he doesn't get away with this. I'll call the police in the meantime. Okay, you call the police, Alicia. It's a strange camera, isn't it? Straight at the bed. I feel like smashing it, but the police won't like it if I destroy the evidence. Yes, okay. So Alicia is going to call the police. And I will go and keep an eye on Mr. Morton. Okay. Time to have a word with Mr. Morton. But his window is down. I can only see my reflection in the window. Right. What to do?